Hi there, sports fans. This is Playitright TV and I'm Quinito Henson.
Hi, I'm Dyan Castillejo, and once again we are here at the Novotel for the pre-finals press conference for the upcoming PBA conference. Quinito, you're hosting it. Again, we have Ginebra versus TNT, but today we're going to bring to you some of the thoughts from the Ginebra team of Tim Cone.
That's right. This is a match made in heaven. Barangay Ginebra versus TNT in the clash for the Governor's Cup Championship. Mapapanood po natin yung mga Ginebra players and Ginebra coach in a special show with special interviews.
Coach Tim, I really enjoyed this press conference, especially because of the dynamics between you and Georgia. I think, it's bringing back all these memories of when he was your clutch player, and you said that you're like super proud of him. Do you think you said he knows you pretty well, but how much do you think you know him more, or he knows you more, so that you can beat him in this series?
I think that he knows me better because I'm a little bit more unchanging than him.
Okay.
I've obviously, I hope that I've evolved over the years and done things a little differently, but my system's the same. My general approach is the same. The foundational part of my, the way I coach is the same, and that's what JoJo knows. And but JoJo has grown up as a player, so he's had different thoughts.
Right.
He's coached with me for 6 years or 6 or 7 years as
assistant, right? In
but
Alaska.
then with Alaska, and then he moved to Yang Yao and coached with Yang for a number of years. So that he's had that kind of influence, and then he's always been influenced by Chot and the way Chot has done things. So he's had different influences. So he's probably a little bit more malleable than I am. I'm pretty rigid in the way I do things, and
but quite successful still. Huh?
Yeah, but I mean, so he's seen that and he knows it, and I'm sure he's going to prepare for it.
Yeah,
he wouldn't be a good coach if he didn't prepare for it, and so he's shown to be at this, especially this conference.
Yes.
But even to me in the past, as my assistant and everything, he's shown to be a great leader and a great coach.
Yeah, it's so interesting, this matchup. We were speaking to Justin and then also to Ronde. So he's been scoring like 40 points in the game. How much of a difference do you think is he going to make in this finals? You have someone to challenge your.
This guy is a guy that I scouted, and I tried to bring him over years ago when he was like 22 or 23, I think he was. But then he got picked up by Brooklyn Nets, and he went and played for the Brooklyn Nets. And he not only played for the Brooklyn Nets. A lot of guys come over that they're NBA guys.
Yeah.
But they're NBA guys in terms of sitting on the bench, playing a few minutes here.
He actually really played.
Yeah, he really played for 6 years. It was a season where he averaged 14 points and 7 rebounds a game in the NBA, and that's a lot of numbers in the NBA. So I was actually surprised to find out that he had left the NBA and was in Korea. He was in Korea, I think, for a little bit. Or no, Japan or Korea. I can't remember. Korea.
Yeah.
And he's still young, 28. And I was surprised that because I had Justin, I wasn't looking that hard for imports anymore.
Yeah.
So I was surprised when I heard his name out there. But this is a guy who has true NBA experience. He's been in the NBA playoffs. He's been around tremendous coaches, and so he knows the game. He knows how to play. He knows how to win, and that NBA experience is at another level compared to what we do. So
it's going to be interesting.
He's going to be a force. It's going to be very hard to find a way to get him uncomfortable because he's seen so many things throughout his career. So
that's what he was saying. He doesn't care about whether the crowd's cheering for you or not. He goes, I said, how are you able to come in so quickly into the game and do what you do? Just this is basketball. Anywhere it's the same thing. So.
Yeah, and not only that, he's played basketball at the highest level.
That's it.
At a higher level than we play.
Yeah,
and
that's a nice challenge for you.
Yeah, it is, and it's going to be a nice challenge for Justin and Christian and all our guys are going to have to work to try to figure out how to stop him.
Yeah, so you're beating the Bay Area Dragons. I felt like you said, it's such a big confidence booster. How much of that do you think has really helped up the game of your team, being able to stand up and beat international guys like them?
Well, I think that as it goes with you have someone like Brian Gorgon as the coach.
Yeah.
And he is internationally, almost a legend,
Yeah.
all over the world, and so you go up against a guy like that, it's obviously going to give someone like me a little bit of confidence.
Yeah, for
And
sure.
even then, our guys watching their game, watching their video,
Yeah.
and trying to make it adjustments and trying to do counters to what they're doing. It made our guys really see the game a little differently, and.
good. So it was good, huh?
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
it was a great learning experience for our guys, and having to adjust to a really good team like that, and so they bring that kind of confidence into this series, into this conference, and I still wish we had LA, and I wish we had Japeth,
Yeah.
because those guys were really huge in that. LA especially was big in that Dragons series,
Yes,
so
yeah.
when finals comes around, he's a guy that's ready to go. So, but the younger guys, Jamie, I thought, and Maya, they learned a lot in that series as well.
Yeah. I mean, you just mentioned LA. He's going to be around with the team in the bench at least. For
We'll
the
see.
finals,
He's got his own schedule going on right now.
Yeah.
He's doing treatments,
Yeah.
and he's in and out, and just the fact that he's going to come to a game and be around all, show himself with all the well-wishers, and
Yeah.
it's not an easy experience for him, and the fact that he's doing that is just so incredibly selfless.
Yeah.
And that's just been LA's
Yeah.
style all of his whole career.
Such strength, huh?
Yeah, he's got such strength of character, and he's very caring, and he's worried about other people more than he's worried about himself. When in fact he's in the battle for his life. Like I said, it's really tough to talk about LA, because this transcends anything that we do as a team.
Yeah.
Basketball is such a small thing compared to what he's going through, and I don't know. It's just
Yeah.
it's tough to talk about because this involves so much more
Yeah.
than what we
Being
could
on
ever
the court,
be on
right.
the court, and on so many different levels. So.
But he's doing good at least. I mean, he's
As
up
far-
and about.
yeah,
It's good
yeah.
to see him up and about and
Well,
doing
The thing I can say is that right now, and he will tell you the same, he is cancer-free.
Oh, okay, great. Yeah.
He does not have cancer at the moment. It has been cut out of him through surgery.
Oh, great.
So now he's doing treatments to make sure it doesn't come back.
Perfect.
So
LA.
that's the way that's the way he's approaching it. That's the way we're approaching it, and
Well,
his presence is always going to be there, whether he's there or not. His presence is always there with us.
Well, this conference finals then is going to be super special, even more because of what LA is going through now, being your
Well,
your key
like I said,
players.
I don't want to say we're winning this for LA, or that's so. Again, it means so little compared to what he's going
That's
through.
true, that's true.
I don't even
Yes.
want to compare what we're doing is what he's doing, and
Yes.
again, that's why it's so difficult. We don't even talk about him much with the team, because when we do, there's tears in the room.
Yeah.
So
I can
it's
understand
just
that.
something that we know is there, and and when he comes, we all embrace him, and after every practice, we do a team prayer, and he is the central part of the prayer that we do. So his presence is always there. It's just always there, but it's just not something that we talk about lightly.
Yeah, that's beautiful. LA prayers for you. And finally, Coach, are you gonna? I know you're practicing hard this week with Ginebra throughout Holy Week, and are you still going to the Gilas practices like on Monday night?
Well, we will go tonight.
Okay.
That's because we don't play until Sunday, and then we'll discuss with Coach
Okay,
Chuck
yeah,
about
yeah.
what we're going to do after that.
Yeah, because you'll have games.
Because we have games all
Yeah.
the way through, so it's going to be hard to do a double practice when we have games the day before or on Wednesday. So, Chuck's been in these wars before. He understands what
Yes,
goes on,
yeah.
and
It's nice.
we'll still have after this finals over, we'll have like 8 or 9 days to prepare for the
SEA
Southeast
Games,
Asian
yeah.
Games. So.
Are you going? Is the team going away, having any international training before the SEA
No,
Games?
I don't think so. I think we may go into a camp
Here.
on our own, yeah,
Yeah.
somewhere here, and try to get off on our own and do some work. That's still Again, you're asking the wrong guy. I'm just the assistant. You got to ask the head coach all that stuff. But I think that I think we'll be totally prepared. We're not going to take anything lightly
Nice.
with the SEA Games. That's for sure.
Yeah, well, it's gonna be fun to watch this finals against TNT. It's also, I'm super looking forward to the SEA Games, and seeing you and Chot in the same bench is also fun.
Yeah, he and I have been doing it for a long time.
Crazy,
together.
right? Now
Yeah.
you're with Jojo, then now you've been with Chot. So this is the
Two of my closest guys.
yeah, beautiful basketball. So congratulations.
Thank you.
Tennis soon.
Justin Brownlee, well, this is going to be your 7th final appearance, and you have not been beaten in any finals appearance so far. You've won 6 championships with Barangay Ginebra. This is your 10th conference. How special is this going to be? Because if you win another championship, you're going to be the winningest import in PBA history.
Man, every championship is special, and you know, every opportunity to get to the finals is definitely special. I'm just trying to enjoy the moment. Just trying to stay in the moment, try not to look ahead or even in the past or what we have accomplished already. Just trying to focus on this championship, and if we do get it, and I'm winning this import of all time, it would be a great feeling.
You're so humble when you speak. You're very humble when you speak. Like, you're so meek, but you're not that way on the court. You're a scorer, playmaker, and according to TNT, as you guys are expecting a really stiff challenge, their answer to you is Ronde Jefferson. So, and he was quite complimenting your game. What do you think of your matchup with him?
I think he's a special player. Definitely one of the better imports that I've seen coming, playing in the PBA, and even his experience. You know, I seen him in the NBA, and I like this game. You know, definitely a fan. It's kind of crazy because he does looks and have the same, I guess, mannerisms on the court as Kobe, and Kobe is my favorite player. So to be honest, just seeing him, you know, playing is kind of like seeing Kobe a little bit. So, but overall though, he's a very versatile player, and what he's done here in the PBAs for the short amount of time he's been here is great. And I think the matchup is going to be great for us. It's going to be an incredible challenge, and I think we're looking forward to it.
Justin, walk us through that last play in Game 3 of the San Miguel semifinal series. You guys were down 7 with 4 minutes to go. You guys were down 12 entering the 4th period. And 26 seconds, you guys inbounded from the backcourt, so you get the full 24-second shot clock. You waved Christian Sanhardiger away from the strong side over to the weak side. What was going into your mind? How did you want that play to go? And were you reading the defense that was up against you?
Definitely was reading the defense. Coach Tim, he drew up a play for us, what he wanted it, and it was basically ISO at the top. And I just tried to, when I asked Christian to move on that play, I just tried to create a driving angle. And luckily, the angle, I think I created the angle, and luckily he moved to the right spot, you know, right by the basket. and he moved to the open area, and I passed it to him, and he hit the shot. So just got to give Coach Tim a lot of credit for believing in me and having confidence in me to be able to make those type of plays. And of course, just our chemistry and you know, the way we play is good. You know, when you know where your teammate's going to be, or when you can tell your teammate to move, or just go in this place. And me and Christian been having that chemistry, you know, all this conference. So
Nice.
it's great, and we just want to continue growing it, and hopefully it can, you know, help us win in this next finals.
Yeah. Well, you know, Coach Tim said that you can score, you can make plays, so whatever they need you to do, you're there, right? You weren't the top scorer in the last game, but just in being such the key for Ginebra, especially coming into this conference against TNT, you see it as a very close matchup. What do you think is going to make the difference for your team, for Ginebra to win again?
Wow, that's a good question. I think it could be our defense. That's what we've been hanging our hat on Well, ever since I got to Ginebra, Coach Tim was always, preaching defense first. And of course, TNT is a great offensive team. So I think if we can really defend them well, defend the three-point line, I think that's going to be huge and a huge key for us on winning this championship.
Well, Justin, as far as TNT is concerned, my understanding is they're going to throw a lot of local defenders on you. Starting with Kelly Williams, assuming he plays game number 1, but he certainly will play game number 2. There's Poy Aram, there's Justin Chua, so on down the line. How mentally prepared should you be, knowing that these guys are going to try to get under your skin?
I guess, playing in the PBA since 2016, it's been preparing me every single game. The Filipino style of play, as everybody knows, is very physical. And I would say, with the experience that I have, I should be ready for it if that's the case. If it's going to be physical, if it's, defenders try to get under my skin. I've seen it. Definitely work on other imports, and they end up getting technicals or losing their temperature. But even myself, I have lost my temperature on one occasion, or maybe a few occasions. But luckily, I didn't get I got one text. So, hopefully the experiences I have in the PBA will help me with that.
Yeah. And I was talking to Ronde earlier, he said that he's kind of used to and kind of likes it when people are cheering against him. So it's obviously going to be, that's what he said. So it's obviously going to be the case now with all the Ginebra fans. And you're so much more loved now since you started even playing for the national team. So do you think, how big of a factor is it for you? I know you love it, but how key is it going to be, you think? In this
the fans?
Yeah.
It's always a key for us. And for myself, of course, if you, I'm not like Jefferson. I'm not like him in regards, if fans are cheering against me, I think that would be a little uncomfortable. But, like he says, it gives him a drive. So hopefully the fans don't cheer too hard.
When Coach Jolas was asking fans to come out and cheer for them, right?
Either way though, I think for sure the fans, Ginebra has some of the most loyal fans in the world, so they definitely are going to come out and show great support. So definitely expecting that, and but try not to cheer too.
Expectations for the finals. Justin, is it going to be a short series? Is it going to be a long series? And who wins?
Yeah.
It's hard to say is it going to be short or long, but either way it go, I know every game is going to be tough. Whether it's a short series or long series, it's not going to be easy. And the expectations are just playing hard and giving your all, and win, lose, or draw. If you give it your all in whatever you do, and not just basketball, in life, I think you can live with the results a whole lot better than if you didn't. So the expectations, just giving that and never say die attitude, and just going all out to get it.
Best of luck to you. Justin Brownlee. Come on, JD.
Scottie Thompson for Ginebra, San Miguel, Barangay Ginebra. So, reflect on your semifinals, right? You guys had such great support as always. Personally, how would you assess your performance sa semifinals?
I think so far naman malaking boost sa akin, confidence yung nilaro ko nung semifinals, coming sa finals ngayon, and I think it's total team effort for us talagang ang maganda ng nilaro ng team noon nung semifinals. Hopefully mas makikitan pa namin this coming final series.
Your average was 12 points, 6 rebounds, 6 assists in the last couple of games anyway. Personally, ano yung kailangan mong gawin, what your personal goals for this conference in the finals against TNT?
Well, first of all, unang personal goals ko is makatulong sa team na makuha yung championship ngayon. But para sa akin, yung key sa akin ngayon is mag-focus ako sa defense, especially yung mga high-scoring guards nila talagang ang gagaling, no?
Yeah.
Yung loaded yung guards nila, so malaking pressure sa guards namin sa Ginebra to defend, especially sila Mikey, Kuya Jason. So sana maging ready kami to defend the guards.
So Ginebra is quite favored dito, right? They're saying, TNT saying that they're the underdog and you guys are expected to win. You have the crowd behind you and you're on a roll. So, do you agree?
Personally, I think mas sa akin mas inisip ko na sila yung high favored. No?
Ganon, that works better for you.
We all know sila yung number 1 seed ngayon sa conference na to. And I think isang beses na pa sila natalo so far. I mean, dalawa kasi 2 semifinals, pero all in all talagang sila yung number 1 seed dito. So I think I would like to think na underdog kami.
Underdog kayo. Okay. And how about your practices itong Holy Week? Paano kayo naghahanda for this finals, considering you played so many games and you're coming from a win last conference? Iba ba? Or can you give us a glimpse kung how it goes?
Medyo ngayon iba kasi yun nga, bago mag-start yung finals, meron pa tayong Holy Week break. No, actually, hindi naman break kasi nag-iinsayo kami. But before kasi, right after the semifinals, finals agad na-start natin.
Tama, yeah.
Ngayon, it's kinda, medyo mahaba yung preparation. So, I think...
Is that good?
Tinitik namin in positive ways, no? Although coming from momentum tapos natigil, pero iniisip din namin yung preparation, mas makapag-prepare pa kami against TNT kasi talagang yung game plan ng mga coaches mas ma-execute pa namin sa practice. So yun yung iniisip namin ngayon, and of course kahit pa paano nabigyan kami ng couple of days na pahinga, na-rest yung katawan namin. So malaking bagay for us para maging fresh coming to this finals.
But you're still practicing couple hours a day, every day?
Nagpa-practice na kami.
This Holy Week?
This Holy Week.
Yeah.
So siguro wala kami break yung Holy Week kasi in between masyado di ba? Easter Sunday yung finals. Tapos kahit Friday siguro mag-practice.
Okay. Well, kahit Good Friday, may
hindi ko pa alam.
Kayo, So, I know you're focused on this conference muna to win the championship for Ginebra, but right after that, you're going to be with the national team preparing for the SEA Games, Scottie. How much do you also want to win for the country sa darating na Cambodia Games?
Of course, we all know talagang mas malaking karangalan mabigay ng panalo yung Pilipinas. No? Sana makapag-prepare kami noon. And then, for now, focus muna kami sa finals, after finals, and see what happens. No? Kasi very crucial din for us itong finals. And then, malaking bagay kasi mabigay din ng confidence namin sa kami sa
but you would love to win also, no?
Of course.
Balik ang gold sa Pinas.
Balik ang gold. Ako nga pala. Kailangan may balik natin yung gold sa Pilipinas.
And maybe you want to say hi to your fans, sa mga Ginebra fans watching?
To all PBA fans, especially Ginebra fans, keep on supporting PBA, especially this coming final series against TNT. Sana supportan niyo only guys, and sana mag-enjoy kayo lahat.
Okay, thank you.
And now let's talk to CStan Hardiger. CStan, what about the last game against San Miguel?
Yes.
You had 24 turnovers in that game. A game that San Miguel probably should have won. You were averaging 32.5 points in the semifinals prior to that game. You were held to 14 points, but you led the team in rebounding with 17 and assists with 7. Tell us how you gutted that game out.
Well, Coach George did a great job of adjusting to me. After the first 2 games, obviously, they really schemed it and they really made sure that I cannot get what I want to get, and obviously they helped a little bit more. So I would try to figure out, okay, what can I do to still affect winning? And that's to play defense and rebounding. So that's why you see I increased my rebounds, and Clark was, I don't know, he had 16 points or something like that, and he had a bad percentage of shooting. And obviously that's team defense, but that's another focus that I put a little bit on. If I know I got Justin and everybody in the back, so if I can make it hard for him to get the ball and make him tired, his percentage will go down, which it went down, and I'm very happy for that. And that's why we had a chance to win.
And this Governors Cup conference, Christian, in the first game you had 4 points, and then you sat out the next 2 games for Barangay Ginebra, and then you became a starter. And now, CStan, this Governors Cup conference has been a little topsy-turvy because you started off just scoring 4 points, and then you sat out the next 2 games. Then you became a starter. Japet Aguilar couldn't play, but overall, your lowest output was 14 points. Your highest was 33 points, and you've also improved magnificently your free throw shooting. How do you do that? How do you do your free throw now?
I don't know. Sometimes I get lucky, I guess.
Okay, but you're hitting 71% from the free throw line. Tell us about that transformation into being a major option in offense and also improving your free throws.
Well, I've been working with Coach Kirk a lot on my free throws before practice, and obviously you don't want to expect results. You don't want to expect that out of nowhere for the rest of my career I'm shooting 70% from the free throw line. But you do what you can do as a player to improve and to give you the best chances to increase and better yourself. And me and Coach Kirk, I'm very appreciative of Coach Kirk working with me on it before every practice, basically. After Japet was out, obviously I knew, and we all knew, that we have to step it up and compensate for all the things that he brings to the table, which is scoring, rebounding, shot blocking ability, all those things. And so I tried to do that. I tried to adjust a little bit, have a little bit more scoring in my output, and keep everything the same. And everybody else stepped up too. And that's why I think we were able to make it to the finals, even though we were missing 2 very important pieces with LA and with Japet.
Well, Governors Cup Finals, what message do you want to deliver to TNT?
It's like, I think TNT is a great, great team. It's going to be a handful to somehow contain them. They are number 1 in the regular season for a reason. They got a great import. They have great players, great team, a lot of respect for them, and you're just trying to, play with them and play and contain them as good as possible. But it will be very hard. They're a very, very good team.
Best of luck, CStan.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks. JV Malonzo, the man of the hour for Barangay Ginebra, is doing it all on the court, also for Gilas. And JB, this finals matchup against TNT, most likely you'll be up against maybe a Calvin Oftana, maybe a Ronde Hollis Jefferson, maybe a RR Pagoy. I mean, there's so many possible matchups for you. What are you most excited about in terms of matching up against TNT?
Just playing against my friends. RR is always a great matchup to play against and honestly push myself in. And I would say, I get excited when you play like NBA guys, like Rondell, player like Ronde Hollis. So I think that'll be a challenge for me, but also something I'm looking forward to. That's something I get excited about for sure.
But you're playing such an explosive game so far in the conference, and how are you able to keep that momentum going all the way to the finals? This could be a short, this could be a long series. What are your expectations?
Yeah, it's always right when you get around this time, it's always a challenge. You got to find your motivation, keep pushing yourself this late in the season. So just the hungriness. I think after winning one championship, I wanted to feel it again, me personally, and I sort of feel like I've been in this position before, this late in the season, trying to find motivation. So I'm excited just to find that again within these next 6 days and go out there and play that game 1.
Jamie, what's it like playing with Justin Brownlee and playing without LA Tenorio in the finals?
It's definitely different playing without LA. He was always that extra motivation because he'll go out there and really be playoff LA. And so, being a young player, you look at that coming from a person that's done it. You want to show what you got. You want to go out there and compete and just give it all like he does. And sorry, it was Justin.
Justin?
Yeah, just playing alongside a player like Justin, he teaches you so much, especially. So many people tell me personally that you should be like Justin, go out there and try and emulate his game. So, playing along a player like Justin, he's also my teammate for Gilas, which is, you get motivated. You want to be, like his Batman and Robin, so for sure.
Justin, Brownlee has been a very important part in your basketball playing career. But now in the finals, you're playing with him. But what about the X factor of the sixth man, the crowd? And I've noticed that when you're ready to take your shot, whether it's a dunk shot or whether it's a three-point shot, the crowd is anticipating that there's going to be some explosion coming from Jamie Malonzo. How big is that for you emotionally?
Emotionally, it's huge. I try to go out there and play as hard as I can, trying to get a highlight play, whether it's a dunk, I get excited myself just to hear them yell. So, yeah, we love the six man, and yeah, we definitely all want to play the best we can for them.
Well, the best of luck. JV Malonzo.
Appreciate it, Quinito. Thank you.
Well, you heard it, the expectations from the Ginebra players and Coach Tim and Dyan. This is going to be a very exciting, very down-to-the-wire series.
I think so. It's interesting that TNT thinks that they're the underdog, but Ginebra says, no, we're the underdog. You're the leading team, right? So I love the dynamics of Coach Tim Cone and Jolas, being a player coach to each other before, and it's just so full of personalities, interesting matchups. I think that Ronde going up against Justin is going to be like super interesting. So let's see if the never say die of Ginebra can come through once again in this conference.
Game 1, that will be the PBA Governors Cup Finals, April 9, Easter Sunday. And don't forget, like, share, subscribe, hit that bell button for notifications, and Dyan, Playitright.com, always there for you for the best merchandise at the best prices.
Yep, see you next time. God bless. This is Dyan
Quinito Henson, Playitright all the time.